movement will not let the chairman's group have the last laugh.
We did not expect you here, but nonetheless we are here, and I want to say I have received this on behalf of the Secretary. Otherwise, I want to appeal to you with this energy and vibe. Go and mobilize the young people.
UPC and ANT be on ground trying to collect what is left of their support base, as turbulence has visited the Ugandan political parties just less than 2 years to the 2026 general polls. What is the way forward for the splinter groups? How will the parties survive this turbulence? And anyway, will Ugandans lean towards parties in the 2026 general polls? This is The Frontline. Frontline.
Well, it's Thursday night politics. Welcome to the Frontline. My name is Simon Kagwanjala. It's going to be a night of discussing a lot that's happening on the political landscape. There's breaking news now about the suspension of the RCC of Rubaga Division, the outspoken Anderson Burora. We'll be giving you details to that story. But as the trigger highlighted, tonight we're looking at the brewing storm. You'd actually call it a perfect storm within all political parties across the spectrum, with a lot of uncertainty looming on what will happen next. The FDC had quite a lot of spotlight, with the FDC Katonga currently engrossed in confusion, in a catch-22. Should they form a new party? Should they reconcile with the rival Najana Nkumbi faction? Or should they abandon, or should they push to reclaim Najana Nkumbi? Those three options are still on the cards. While at the same time, NUP is also on the edge over the Mpuga issue. Mpuga was given 7 days in which to defend himself on allegations of having gotten 500 million shillings as a service award when he was still a leader of opposition. Well, this has now cascaded into a power struggle. Where is it likely to end? While at the same time, the NRM is also embroiled in some bit of drama and suspense with the ongoing registration, voter registration across the country. The SEC is making its position contradicting the position of the Secretariat. How is this likely to play out? That and more questions are what we are going to be discussing tonight with Honorable Ibrahim Semujunganda, Member of Parliament, Kira Municipality, and a strong member of FDC Katonga. Good to have you.
Thank you.
And a very good evening.
Thank you, Njara.
We also have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto, a member of the NRM Central Executive Committee. As far as I gather, your term expired and you're in office illegally. True or false?
That's not true. There can never be a gap in leadership, especially in politics. So that's not true.
But your term expired?
It expired, but it is renewable. We continue in the office and we organize elections.
So are you in office legally or illegally?
We are in the office legally.
When your term expired?
Did not expire, we are in the office.
Well, nice to have you. We have in the studio Honorable ABED BWANIKA, Member of Parliament from Chimanya in Masaka. Chimanya Kabonera, a strong member of the National Inter-Platform. Well, good to have you and a very good evening.
Thank you and good evening, viewers.
I'm told Masaka is buzzing with a lot of excitement as PLU makes overtures in your region.
Masaka, we are fine. That is imported excitement, but the people of Masaka, they are very okay. That is imported from somewhere else. Our people, they are safe.
But we've seen defections here and there from NUP members to welcome General Muhoozi.
Those few, they had left us long ago. there are a few councillors, but our people, the ordinary people, the majority of our leadership, they are settled, they are in their houses. But you know, Masaka is a tourist attraction, so we have attracted people from Mubende, from everywhere. They have come to see the city.
So you want to suggest these are imported supporters?
These are definite.
Ferried?
Definite, ferried from all parts of the country. But as a city, we welcome them because they will leave some money in Masaka.
And in the studio, on my extreme right, is Honorable Dr. Tanga Odoi, the chairman of the Electoral Commission of NRM. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
What explains the low-key start of the voter registration exercise?
Well, it is not unusual. Whatever, if you make a trajectory of all electoral.
No, with all the hype that you're having, 11 million supporters?
It doesn't matter. The 11 million will be realized, I'm sure, or increased on by the end of the exercise.
How do you arrive at the 11 million number when you've not had a register for close to 10 years? The last register you had, Amama took it.
I think you're not in Uganda. You've not been following NRM because you're not party to us. And I don't blame you. You're not part to NRM, so you don't even know that we've been doing registration of members.
No, your initial attempt to make a registration, to have a register.
Good enough you said initial.
To have a register was quashed by the president, I think it was 2020.
No, not quashed, it was there. The register was there. It was not timely for that election.
So you didn't have a register there?
We had a register in process.
So what warrants a register now?
Update. Every register must be updated towards an electoral cycle. Even National Electoral Commission will be updating their register. Does it mean you didn't have? You update what you have, fill the gaps, knock the dead out, and improve.
Are you updating or registering afresh?
Update and register. When you update, you get new members. New members were not there. You register them as you update.
Perhaps we begin on that very note. Honorable Semuju, what do you make of the process that NRM has embarked on to have a voter register? Plus the hype surrounding the 11 million voters.
For me, what should worry the country is not even the NRM registration. We have had milestones in our democratic journey. The removal of term limits in 2005, the removal of age limit 2017. There is one thing that cannot be removed. You can remove the age limit in the Constitution, but you cannot reduce the age of a sitting president. That has created uncertainty. People don't know, including all of us in the country, from opposition to NRM. I had a conversation with an NRM friend a while ago. President Yoweri Museveni's son, who recently launched, or on his behalf, a pressure group was launched, and they said they are going to register a political party, who will be in Masaka, as you have said.
Tomorrow.
You have MPs, Shatish, the woman MP for my district where I was born, Namju, Kasoro, I think he lost the elections. Kagabo, they are mobilizing people from as far as 50 kilometers away to come to Masaka.
You're not sure about this, are you?
I know, because the village where I was born is about 37 miles from Masaka. I know buses have gone there. The interesting thing is that all the people I am mentioning who are involved in organizing, they have all registered during Professor Tango Odoi's exercise. They go and register and run into Masaka to organize for a pressure group that has said it will register as a political party.
So they are playing double loyalty?
And that's the confusion in the country. People in NRM are stranded. They have a leader who they don't know whether he will have some energy to contest the elections. Of course, in Africa it is possible, but Africa was being taken in a wheelchair for nomination, so they don't know. So even the parties that we begin discussing here, I don't even know that debate is what the country should have. MPs don't know whether Mr. Museveni will contest or whether he will have energy to contest. So they are organizing for a pressure group that has said it will become a political party, but they are also running to tables of Tangodoyo to register as NRM. After registration, they run to Masaka, that they are organizing to receive a pressure group.
Honorable Tanga, are you aware of this confusion?
Dear, do you have to ask him? It is happening publicly.
You know, I'm so amused by Uganda. I don't know which primary school Uganda went to.
But
must have caused a storm in those schools.
Haven't you seen them?
Because look at that analogy that they are running. He's as if he's there with a big screen watching this one running. You know, he's so much of a boy who brings into confusion.
Yes, but that's the reality.
No, that's not reality.
Your own members of the NRM, card-holding members of the NRM, are preparing for a pressure group that seeks to register into a political party to rival NRM.
What is the confusion there?
You mean there is no confusion?
Nothing. There's no confusion. Who is going to rival NRM?
So these are NRM members, now in PLU, right?
It doesn't matter.
They subscribe to PLU.
I mean, I don't see the confusion. Why are you hyping what is not confusion?
Okay, as you want to
let him hype.
See, the reason I started,
let him use his time.
The reason I started with that, if you watched the Animal Kingdom, the lions feasting and dismembering other animals, purposely either for their own consumption or to disable them such that the younger ones can go and feast. I think that's where we are as a country. So political parties are being dismembered, they are being destroyed, either for Museveni's consumption or for the consumption of his son. And that's why you have turmoils in all the parties.
Very interesting.
Including their own party.
Honorable Lydia.
The other day I was extremely excited. I saw the Honorable Lydia in a meeting with the Honorable Chigongo, and they issued a press release postponing elections, a roadmap. In the evening, Mr. Museveni said, I will launch it tomorrow, and I saw Moses Chigongo was one of those who arrived first to launch something he had postponed. So yeah, the level of uncertainty in the country, and you guys should take it serious, because Zimbabwe was there until you saw tanks on the street to remove Mugabe. We have a Mugabe here. People don't know, because Mugabe, his wife was positioning herself. The seniors had been relegated, including Mnangagwa running to South Africa. So nobody knew what was going to happen. Eventually, it happened the way it did. So that's where we are as a country.
Well, very interesting. Honorable Lydia, SEC had expressed its reservations on the entire roadmap, including the voter registration exercises and everything. Did you rescind your position?
First of all, I would like to welcome Semujo Fisher to the NRM party, because his interest and passion is public knowledge. You can come and then we start hustling in from there, because ours is a mass party. But there are things I would like to make very clear so that both the public and you, the stakeholders, can know. Technically, the NRM has two registers. There is the members register, and there is the voters register. Now, for those who did mathematics, the voters register is a subset of the members register. And our party, being a mass party, does not only go out to register for votes. We are a party of 4 principles. We stand on 4 ideologies. So democracy is just one that speaks to the elections. That are they are popular, they are emotive, but we receive members into our party, we recruit members into our party because of the Pan-Africanism. It's one of the principles. Socio-economic development is one of our principles, and also the patriotism that you all hear about.
you say you have
Now,
to register
democracy, yes,
members and
technically,
voters?
technically.
So where is the distinction?
Listen, because don't listen, I've been seeing all of you making a lot of contradictions and messaging. Listen to me carefully. We have the members register and we have the voter register. Now, the voter register is just a subset of the members register, because not everybody in NRM as a member participates in election.
Who is eligible to be a member?
When to be a member of the NRM, it's free will, it's voluntary. And we begin recruiting from the age of 16. You've heard about school clubs and all that, because ours is a four-principal party. But what is heightened, because it is exciting, it is emotive, is the voters. But we extract the voters register from the membership register. And what is happening now is a members register update. When that one is done, we'll extract the voters register for those who would like to be elected to positions, both structure and party primaries, to compete in the national, because then we shall also have two elections, those in the structures for party leadership, but also those that are going to be fronted by the NRM party to participate as flag bearers of the NRM party.
Honorable.
That's one correction I want you to...
Honorable,
Njala,
I
listen,
suspect you're not up to
listen,
date with
I
what's
want you...
happening in the party.
No,
No, look.
Listen.
NRM launched a voter registration
That's
exercise.
what I'm coming
Now you're
to.
talking about
That is
member
what
registration
I'm
update.
talking. That's what I'm explaining. You don't listen. When I leave here, you repeat the mistakes. What the members of the Central Executive Committee was emphasizing is, let's tell our members, including our people who are actors, that we should be very distinct of these two important exercises. And we've been able to, and we're making progress. Let's update our membership register, because we have these four principles. Then at time X, we'll extract the voters register and run the exercise for the structure leaders and also for the flag bearers. In the beginning, it looked like it was just for the voters register. And we said, no, let's begin with the membership register. Get done with that, extract the voters register, and then proceed to do structure election.
Dr. Tanga, what
Can I
exactly
finish
are you doing?
while on that?
Are you doing a voter registration or a member registration?
I don't think the member you asked is answering you. The only thing, you are not listening. We are doing a membership register.
But what was
Members-
If you do not trust me, then I don't know who else you are going to trust.
Membership register.
What was launched at your offices?
I'm telling you, what you don't want is to listen. What he's telling you is the truth. We are doing a membership register, and that's what was launched, to capture members and identify those potential members who would come to voting age after 2 years. That's why we start with 16, 17 on their own separate page, and then when we extract, we get the ones who are of age and have all the requirements of a voter.
Thank you.
For a voter's register.
Dr.
Oh,
BWANIKA.
so now you believe what I was telling you.
Dr. BWANIKA, what do you read between the lines on the ongoing registration of NRM voters?
You ask BWANIKA about NRM.
But I thought you would first listen to the owners of the
I've
vote.
taken the point. Let me pick his opinion.
You want us to recruit all of them?
Let me pick his opinion.
Shall recruit them?
I don't know what to say. First of all, I'm not a member of the NLM, and I don't intend to become a member.
Tell him.
But
Voluntary.
what I know from from the ground, I'm hearing this very interesting nomenclature for the first time.
Members, voters.
The members and then the voters. I'm hearing it for the first time. But what I know from the ground, if they are looking for new members, I think they are very constrained. That's what is obtaining on the ground. If they are looking for new members, from my district, from my constituency, all their stations, they are empty. I'm telling you what is on the ground.
No, the process just started. Was it
well,
the other day? Yes.
Day 3.
Day
Yes,
3.
day 3 is not, you cannot categorize it as just started.
Yes.
3 days. Are they going to register forever?
No,
So-
we are stopping on the 17th.
17th is not very
It's
far.
tomorrow. The other no Sunday.
It's not very far from now.
So low start
Yes,
with the possibility of picking up.
And I'm really not interested to, because do you want me to give them, you know, advise them on how to improve?
Yeah, but isn't this an indicator that the NRM is running ahead of you and they're gearing up to 2026?
Now, on that one, I can give them credit. Any political party that wants to take over power or want to perform in 2026, by this time they must be on the ground. They must be on the ground. And true, the NRM has gone before us, of course, for reasons that some of them, they are readable from the public, but for us from the party where I come from, we still have so many issues. Some of us argued long ago that we ought to have gone to the field a little bit earlier. First of all, we are a new party. We ought to have gone to build the structures of the party.
Yeah, but you're being dishonest. When the party came to Masaka to launch Kunga, you are among the people who failed it.
Kunga is not the structure of the party. Kunga, that is an idea of Chairman Nyanzi. There were no
Who is the chief mobilizer of the party?
But we are not building an empire for someone. A party must have a structure. Party must have a constitution on which you base the directions of the party. You must build structures up to the grassroots. That's how the democracy of a political party is built. Unless we are building an empire where someone sits in his home and comes up with a drive called Kunga. Actually, I saw yesterday the people in is it Pierre or something? Some people from NUP. But those are the people that were working in the mobilization called Kunga. And we brought them out. They left NUP long ago. They left NUP long ago. We advised Chairman Nyanzi, we advised the headquarters that we have problems that the people you're working with in Greater Masaka, they are Mohozi people. And this we reported. So me, I was not surprised yesterday to see Councillor Katerega Ali and the team handing over themselves.
But they did defect from NUP.
Yeah,
they embraced.
Yes, they defected, not yesterday. They defected long ago. They have been working with the NRM. Actually, when the president visited Masaka, I don't remember, I think it was last year, that group was in interface with the NRM, with ministers. Some of them even applied for jobs. Their letters are before one of the ministers looking for jobs. So we revealed this to the headquarters, and they didn't understand us. So for us in Masaka, we are not surprised. And we saw them working with the team of General Moores yesterday, coming up with an office which was never there, claiming that they have captured a NUP office. They went and staged an office, but that is common. So,
that leads me to another question. Yes. Honorable BWANIKA, you've been invariably mentioned, and you've also come out as pro-Mpuga in this whole standoff between Mpuga and Honorable Robert Chagulanyi. It looks as though Mpuga is on the way out, going by the way things are unfolding. He was given an ultimatum of 7 days. Do you see where it is headed?
I don't know whether I'm pro-Mpuga, but...
you are?
Yes, I don't know. I mean, when you say pro-Mpuga, it should be bigger than that. I have values that I follow as an individual, but I also believe in democratic principles. And when you don't toe that line, then you are likely to meet me head on. That's where the problem came from. I didn't agree, and I don't agree with the way Honorable Mpuga's case was handled. I never agreed. As a political party, we must have organs. You don't call some few people in a place and you handle such a matter, and then the next day you are in the news, you are making pronouncements. I think there was some gaps in the leadership.
Yeah, but it started as a crack on the whip on corruption, but it's now going into a power struggle. Do you believe that Kyagulanyi and Bobi Wine, rather Kyagulanyi and Mpuuga are fighting the two principles?
The issues that came from the Parliamentary Commission, all of us know, I mean, we have a law that administers a parliament. It is the one that puts in place what we call a Parliamentary Commission. If you don't agree with the decisions of the Parliamentary Commission, there are ways that you must handle such an issue. You don't just go in public and begin to make pronouncements. A Parliamentary Commission has powers that derive from the law. So some of us, we thought that that was not handled well. We should have done better as a political party. First of all, on that commission, we have a commissioner from NUP. We also have a leader of opposition. Actually, our commissioner, the commissioner who is presented by the opposition, is the one who is in charge of the audit of that commission. If there are issues of financing, it is the commission, a commissioner from the opposition that is in charge of that. So there are ways that I thought we should have approached that. But when I saw the party leadership coming up with pronouncements, verdicts, actually what they are, after they made mistakes, then they went ahead to tell Honorable Mpuuga that he should show cause why he should not be, I think, expelled or recalled from the commission. Then I thought that was not necessary because the verdict was already given. The President Kyagulanyi already pronounced himself, and I saw also the leader of opposition on one of the media making pronouncements. I thought those are serious gaps in our leadership, and I'd thought that they are going to reflect on what they are doing. But I think to the public, it's already a verdict in the play.
Dr. Tangodoi, where do you see this Mpuuga-Bobi Wine stalemate heading?
Well, I think you go back to historicity. Go back to historicity.